Titans 2018 was a weird show. It's the show the runner of the channel, Aurora, loved. And the show that hurt her. Despite all the mistakes and pitfalls, you just keep watching. Why? Because we're all biased. We're DC fans. We like these characters. But also, it's just a human thing. When you see pretty people, you like it. And Titans, they got it going on. Every face card looked like Destiny dealt DC the perfect hand. But then, the writing, directing, and show running happened. Not to mention the lack of marketing. It's a paradox, an unexplainable anomaly of the universe. Not only was Titans divisive, but it also seemed like barely anyone even heard of it. Despite being an adaptation of one of DC's biggest franchises, it barely got any promotion. And that's insane. The Teen Titans name has weight, both inside and outside the nerd community. The early 2000s animated series made the team a household name, and in today's nostalgia-fueled era, anything remotely connected to childhood memories is practically guaranteed attention. Just look at the Halloween parties. Robin plus Starfire and Beast Boy plus Raven are creeping up on Scooby-Doo levels of couple costume popularity, which means that Titan, in fact, could be a well-profitable commodity. Many people would watch it even if they aren't into comics and action flicks. But it's a topic for another day. Aurora didn't want to be a hater. Titans 2018 is her guilty pleasure. The casting is phenomenal. These people looked like they stepped straight out of the comics. But the execution, oof. And as a screenwriter, she gets it. Sometimes you see a story so clearly in your head, and when you try to put it down, the words just abandon you. In that moment, it felt like God had forsaken you. You're a writer, man. Words are your only talent. If they don't show up, you're done for. It doesn't mean you shouldn't try, though. She decided to do what DC wouldn't. Follow the Onija Robinson steps in Pakistan.
Pakistan needs to be reconstructed the right way. Do you hear me, guys? Make sure y'all get this on your camera.
And remake Titans. Welcome to Titans Rewrite, a screenwriting project to fix a show with incredible potential and terrible execution. It's also a love letter to DC Comics, because we just want a brighter future for them. They already have James Gunn steering the ship, but one man can't carry the whole multiverse. Meanwhile, there are people who are ready to pour just as much love, and probably way too much time, into this little huge universe. Titans Rewrite exists inside the Rewrite verse, a domain you'll see on this channel through explainer videos and a podcast series with voice actors doing table reads of Aurora scripts. And also, by the way, shameless plug-in, this broadcast is brought to you by one of the VAs, Trigon, your one and only Garfield Logan. And yes, this gets crazy enough for us to write the entire series. We're not just here to yap, we're here to get diagnosed, and hopefully go through therapy. Let's start with how we got here. The Titans is that kind of series that gets progressively worse each time you rewatch it. Because when you watch it again, you don't just see flaws, you notice choices. Things the writers sat in a room, pitched, nodded at, and actually filmed. We had to break the show down to its bare bones and rebuild it from scratch. What's left in Titans Rewrite from the original? Honestly, just the actors' contracts. And it's probably a blessing. There are dozens of YouTube reviews that tear into the show. But here's our own compressed list of the original sins Titans had to atone for in the Rewrite verse. Number 1. No clear theme. A strong theme is the spine of any story. Titans had scoliosis. Titans was like a boy of storytelling. It flirted with many ideas, found family, redemption, responsibility, legacy, but never committed to any of them. The results are disconnected characters, floating arcs, and the audience wondering, why am I here? Number 2. Messy storytelling and structure. The show's writing was a failed game of Jenga. Season 1 was about Dick's anger and leaving Batman behind, but it didn't connect well with the Trigon planet-ending prophecy. Actually, they didn't connect at all. 2 storylines, 0 overlap. Season 2 had Deathstroke, Cadmus, Titan breakup drama. Choose your fighter. Season 3 came closest to handling a theme, with Gotham's crime pairing well with a trauma-driven arc. But then they underdeveloped Red Hood and then forced Scarecrow into the mix. Why? Once again, the cards were there. The actor was there. Dude was so ready to give them the best Red Hood ever. He looked like he even enjoyed himself. But why Jonathan Crane? Why? Titans writers were fans of Breaking Bad. We see that. But were they fans of Titans? Number 3. Inconsistent tone and identity. Dark, mature and edgy, or soap opera and spandex? Titans never choose. The forced grit clashed with heartfelt moments, turning vulnerability into dumb drama. Just look at Dick Jericho's confession. No, wait. No, don't look. Number 4. The heroes didn't even feel like good guys. The Titans were supposed to be heroes. The in-world public loved them. They even took their interviews. But it's hard to see why. They killed, they hurt civilians, they beat up cops, then turned around and lectured each other about morals. Dick tells Jason he's too brutal after beating up cops himself. Hank does the same with fake Hawk in season 2. Hypocrisy. And why doesn't anyone acknowledge that Titans straight up bullied Jason into jumping off the building and never even attempted to say sorry afterwards? Number 5. Stupid plot choices. Choosing Trigon in season 1 was a big mistake. Big. Huge. Trigon is a major villain, and they wasted it by defeating him in the first episode of season 2, instantly killing the value of every villain that came after. Meanwhile, random subplots popped up everywhere. Dr. Light? Brother Blood? Blackfire's Ark? Eve? And that Cadmus woman? A mess. Number 6. Poor team dynamics and character development. This was supposed to be a team show, but the Titans barely functioned as one. Everyone was split up in their own little drama pod with no bonding, no real unity, and barely even any chemistry on screen, besides what the actors brought in themselves. Honestly, the team felt more like co-workers trapped in the same group chat that they didn't want to join. They only sent ugly Christmas postcards there. Number 7. Wasted potential with iconic characters. Raven, Beast Boy, and Starfire, the holy trinity of Titan's heart, got sidelined into oblivion. Hawk and Dove spent entire seasons breaking up and making up. Donna had no real arc at all. You have Connor Leslie playing your Donna and you kill her off before she even dies. And poor Gar spent most of the time as a backdoor pilot for Doom Patrol than an actual Titan.
Deathstroke here in the tower. He took pictures of all of us.
Can you guys sleep in?
The worst part, unlike Titans, Doom Patrol is actually a good show. You should totally give that a watch. Number 8. Underwhelming villains. All villains were rushed, weak or mishandled. And don't get us started on Red Hood. He got reduced to Scarecrow's moody sidekick. My brother went from Gotham's legend to Crane's intern. Justice for my guy. Number 9. Pacing issues and filler episodes. Filler episodes hurt the story. They were taking time setting up something that never got a payoff. Hank's childhood trauma is a prime example. It is an important social commentary and a great concept. That wasn't used at all in the course of the main plot. Even his own plot, actually. Number 10. Unnecessary edginess. Look, we are all in for grit, but grit with no purpose? That's just sand in your eyes. And we know how bad that line can go. From Dick hallucinating and threatening with a gun to over-the-top R-rated gore, this show tried so hard to be adult. It ended up looking like a teenager fanfic. Dick's basically a Bella Swan. He could pull any he wants for no reason. Number 11. Over-Reliance on Batman myth. Here's the real sin. The showrunners clearly wanted a Batman drama, not a Titan story. By season 2, San Francisco was basically irrelevant, and by season 3, we were just living in Gotham full time. The spotlight shifted from Rachel, Corey, and Gar to Jason, Tim, and Barbara. At that point, why not just call it a Bat family show? It's the same thing that happened with Oliver Queen in both Smallville and Arrow. It really shows when people in charge only care for Batman. But Warner Bros. And DC gave them access to other characters. Titan's rewrite isn't a fix-it thread. It's a soon-to-be, fully developed series. 4 seasons, 12 episodes each. Here, we won't spoil every plot decision, mostly because there's too much to unpack and you don't want the entire Snyder cut of a YouTube video. The biggest shift? We don't waste Trigon as the opening act. Deathstroke is our season 1 villain. Why Slade? Because he's a psychological threat that digs into every Titan's pain point. Instead of an angry dad with a vendetta, he's calculating, manipulative and obsessed with control. The guy who doesn't just fight you, he gets under your skin. Basically the Teen Titans version. And yes, there's a deliberate creep factor. In the rewrite version, Slade's obsession with Dick isn't just about power. It's about possession. The language he uses, the way he tries to make Robin his. It's unsettling on purpose, which ties into Hank's trauma and forces him to reconcile. Hank recognizes what's going on. Dick denies it at first. That's where the tension and the healing comes from, simultaneously bringing the cohesion of the arcs. Rachel is still the inciting incident, but this time, she knows who her father is, and she runs. She's not a clueless pawn, she's a scared kid making choices. That agency alone changes everything, and it's Rachel's running that drags the Titans back into the fire. And how does she even know about the Titans? That's where our little Canon-Bending comes in. Aurora said screw Canon and added another founding member of the original Titans. Robin, Wonder Girl, Hawk, Dove, Aqualad, and
Kid Flash, fastest boy alive.
And you know what's crazy? Turned out there was a hint in Titans 2018 that were, in fact, 2 other founding members of the team. And they probably were both Redheads too. We see 7 pedestals, not 5, in the tower in the flashback episode. And Donna is in contact with Roy Harper, and she told Corey once. Why did we choose to go for Kid Flash only and not Speedy? Because there are other plans for our boy Roy. You can guess what kind of plans, but we're not signing up under anything just yet. In the rewrite, Raven once met Wally, the League's Flash by then. That's when she learns about his favorite team, Titans. That's how she knows where to run when she needs help, even if the team were disbanded. Shout out to the comics where Raven uses Wally to rally the Titans, just without the romance angle. And that's just scratching the surface. Each character, each seasonal theme, each villain twist, and yes, the new marketing plan pitch. We'll break all of it down in the Explainer YouTube series. A table read podcast with voice actors is on the way. Titans 2018 deserved more. So we're building it. Like some crazy people, to remind you, 4 seasons, 12 episodes each. This isn't just a rant. It's a love letter to DC, written in screenplays and performed in table reads. Welcome to the rewrite verse. Stick around. If the writing's a problem, the therapy is already booked.
Hi, I'm Aurora, the person responsible for this whole mess. It's the first video and I didn't want to just pour too much information onto you right off the bat because Rewrite Verse and Titans Rewrite is it's a complex project. It has a lot of things going on. I'm going to write all seasons and I just wanted to tell you why. And this video was that, to tell you why. If you think that this is unhinged enough for you, please stick around. We'll be here on YouTube, maybe on my Instagram, maybe on Twitter or X or whatever it's called right now. The main story will be happening here on YouTube. You'll know everything. Please spread the word if you're interested. Tell your friends. Just follow this channel. Follow Trigon and every other VA I will link in the description because they are great. I love them. Why wouldn't you follow them? Thank you so much for watching, and we're just starting out, and I'll be happy to have you here.